Hey guys, what's up? We're playing Azure Striker Gunvolt Striker Pack. And this is it's the two 3DS games. They already put a Striker Pack out on the 3DS, and they're basically porting it to the Nintendo Switch, which is good if you want, I guess, a better experience in terms of the screen, because the screen on the 3DS is 240p or something. It's very low resolution. But in this case, obviously you hook it to your TV, and it does put out a much better picture. We're going to go right into the first one, because I've already made quite a bit of progress into the first Gunvolt game. And it plays very similar, obviously it's the same game as what you're used to on the 3DS, just with better controls. Obviously you can use the two Joy-Cons, you can use the Pro controller. You can see here, right, the resolution.
Definitely resolution issue.
You can see them upscaling the text. The text is what I was saying. That's like the easiest spot to see where the issue is. So there we go. I'm already level 21. I think I'm towards like the end, so I beat all of like the robot masters, I guess you'd call them. And then they kind of kick you off to like the final like Wily's Tower kind of thing. But
yeah, they definitely did not future-proof this. Even the villain icons are kind of jagged.
Well, they were developed for the 3DS. It's gonna happen. I mean, I guess it's better than having nothing. So let's see. I guess I can go over to. So you also have a menu here. This is for people who've never played Striker, I guess Gunvolt, Azure Striker. It's very similar to, say, Mega Man X. They definitely use that for their their influence. But you have like a loadout, so you do get skills that you unlock as you go through. These are like kind of your big skills, the top right.
Swap.
And then you do have gear. You actually build gear as you go along, believe it or not. So I actually have like a double jump, for example, and then your inventory. These are all like materials that you get, and then weapons that you get. And then you have stats and everything, so you have hit points, and you level up. But we will we'll just pick a level here to try out.
The green icons next to them, you do something special?
There are jewels hidden in them, and you find them. And you give them to your friend or your girlfriend, I guess. And it helps you in the game. You get different things. So there are a lot of hidden things in this game. A lot. And there's some cool elements here, especially since you've never played this game, that I actually like about Azure Striker Gunvolt a lot. So you can turn off the text, by the way, on the screen. That's one thing I really like too.
Nice.
So you don't have to have all this stuff, covering you up. You just hit X and boom, it's gone. So it has, you can see I have a little bot that kind of comes out and helps me out.
It's
so
ridiculous.
You see how this is one of the weapons you get. See how they have like that red tint around them? You actually hit A and you'll use your lightning ability, and you fill it up as you go along. And it actually helps you shield too, so you can tag 2 enemies with it. So you go through like that, and that also helps you block certain things. And you hit double tap down, and you'll actually refill your bar again. So there's a lot of things you use that for, though. So it helps it. You can kind of glide down with it like that. It also shields you from enemies. That little bar that you see fill up helps you get shielded from enemies. It'll blow that up. And then there's a lot of things you're supposed to do with that. So it of course helps you destroy enemies faster than your gun, because your gun's going to take. You see that it takes a while to actually finish them off, whereas
so what's the point in your gun?
It tags them. It tags the enemies, and you have a limited bar, and as you get hit, it goes down. But if that bar drops all the way down, which happens in longer combat, you will overheat. So, and then you're in trouble. Then you have to sit around for a while, and see, like if I let that bar get all the way down, it'll do that. But I can fill it, and then try to. There we go. I'm in. And that right there is, you'll see it at the end of the level. There's like a lottery system that happens, and it gives you a chance to kind of pick cards, essentially, and then you get materials, gear, and stuff like that in it. So the ability you see there is actually a really neat idea in the game. I like it. Actually, it provides a lot of strategy, which is good. So let me get up here, and we're down again. So use that to float. And like I said, it acts as armor too, so your actual health is at the top left. And then I have... there should be. I think there's a sub boss in this level. You get money and stuff. Oh, okay. That was mean of them. So in this case, you'd use that to kind of float across. There we go. Nope. And you have dash and everything, so I can dash really quick. And I have the double jumps, so I'm my guy's set up pretty well right now with what he has going on. Let's see what's that. Oh, yep, there's one of those. I want that. You level it, and you just refill it. Oh, okay.
What's not doing that?
They're tricking me, man. All right, here we go. Get through that. And they have challenges as well. I didn't pick any, but they have challenges so that if, let's say, you have you're really good at a level and you get through it quickly, you can actually do a challenge, and you'll get extra like loot and stuff from completing the challenges. So they have a lot of stuff going here if you want to be able to replay and do well in a mission, for example. And there we go. So you do also have the wall jumping ability. Let me see if I can find a wall and I can show you that they have in Mega Man X, where you can kind of scale walls by jumping. So this is like the mid part of the game where you destroy that helix and it takes you to the next part. And there we go. So I did finish. That's the first half of that level, and then it jumps through. Loading times are very quick, by the way.
Oh yeah, solid
very
state
quick.
drives.
Yeah, very quick. And then you get enemies like these that kind of present different issues. Like, so you got to try to get close to get rid of all those missiles because your field will, and if you let it like kind of linger and all those missiles hit you, it hurts really bad. But you feel very powerful in this game, but they don't try to make it so that you're overpowered, if that makes sense. They make you feel like you're ridiculous, obviously, because you're the Gunvolt, Striker Gunvolt, so you're supposed to be very powerful. But they don't. I feel like they don't give you too much power, but they still make you feel really powerful, which is good. There you go, I got leveled up. My health came back. That's great. Because like all these guys should be very easy for him to pretty much wipe out. That's just kind of how it is in the lore. He's supposed to be very powerful. But yep, here we go. Still rolling through. And there we go. And see, you can see I have that wall jump that you have from Mega Man. And I like the after image behind you as well, because that also reminds me, of course, of Mega Man X.
Was that always on, or did you earn that eventually?
That was in they had that in X4, I believe, is when they first started doing that. Because it wasn't in any of the Super Nintendo ones. It was kind of like a little extra feature they added in the PlayStation version. I don't know if it was just because it was stronger than obviously Super Nintendo, so they had that ability. But it was a cool little. Oh, there was something down there. I saw that. There it is. Okay, I got whatever that was. Yep. There we go, refill. And it has HD Rumble. HD Rumble doesn't do anything special, really. It's just there as a Rumble feature, I guess. It's not like, I guess, super precise or anything. It's just, hey, look, you're hitting stuff. Rumble. Jump down there. And then we'll have, of course, our very powerful end boss that we'll have to fight. That is actually the bosses in this game kind of difficult. I gotta say, I was a little surprised by how much more difficult they are than I was assuming they'd be. But there is strategy to all of them, and they all have like 3 phases, for example, which is cool. You can tag all 3 of them if you do it right. And that's just money. That's just money.
Bot helps by just spraying everything.
Oh yeah, that's a later game bot that you get a little weapon. That's not, you don't start out with that. It helps a lot because it can tag a lot, and it really helps getting stuff behind you. Especially if you end up in like a position like this where you're on either side, you're getting hit. More money. All right, that's fine. More money. But if there's a lot of strategy in this game. I like it a lot. It feels like Mega Man. I like Mega Man. Specifically, I like Mega Man X. This feels like Mega Man X, which is great. There we go. And I think after this part, we will be at the final boss of this level, which I've already beaten. But oh, I think it's right here. Yep. So you get the whole story, of course. They go through with this. You can pretty much skip it. But there is a full story mode you can go through that has. I'm just going to try to jump through this quickly for time's sake. And he gets pretty much consumed, and then he turns into...
Cool.
Yeah, right? Somebody who can wipe you out pretty easily. So now we're going to do our best to beat him. Oh. And you can see as he has his little health bar at the bottom there. And there we go. So, of course, the whole strategy is to tag them and then... wipe them out. But I have some pretty cool stuff that you wouldn't normally have. Double jump is big for this guy. That's one of the reasons I picked him, because I know double jump was important here. Where'd he go? So if I pick that, I think that's one of my ultimate... I just got to get him in the right position. Yeah, in the right position for that. And I can click it in, and we should be able to hit him with it. This is one of your...
No.
Oh, no.
He faded out. He fades out after that every time.
There we go. We got the first part done. So he'll do his little thing there, little dance, and then we'll...
Slightly faster.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, he's tricking me up, man. It's tricking me up here.
It's good.
So we got him there. Okay.
Damage down. Play the dodge game.
All right, so I overheated. See that? So I'm in trouble right now, but it came back pretty quick.
You're fine.
Yeah, I have another ability that I added on. Oh no! That
So how do you dodge this?
I think you get behind him. That turned. That took
all the things.
That took a turn for the worst very quickly. There we go. All right. So now we got it. Oh, okay, he's fading out on me. Fading out.
Oh, get behind him.
Yeah! What are you doing now? Nothing. That's what you're doing. Wait, can I? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I can click it in.
Nobody's gonna vanish. Oh.
Not if I hit him with a sword.
It's just one shot?
Yeah, man.
Jeez.
I took him down. I had to bring out the big guns for the stream here. Got tired of playing around. See, that's a wrap.
All right.
Yeah, right? I mean, that's something you unlock later on. That's just
I hope so.
Why do I? I'll just shank him in the back here.
Style points real quick.
Yeah. So this is what happens when you beat it. You get all your clear time, you get your stars, and then they tell you how you did with a rank, and then you get bonus tries at the bottom. What's going to happen here? I collected 5 of those, so I'll get quite a few. What's going to happen is here it turns into like a little memory match game, I guess. Not really matching. You just get to pick stuff. So you get nano chips or what is this? Nano chips again. Crip alloy, stuff that you use to essentially craft weapons. Uranium.
Not bad.
If only it was that easy to get in real life.
2-star. We got a gold thing over there.
That's it's just money. So there you go. Those are the ones to get, and then you just take those back, and then you craft weapons. You become stronger, as you see. How I was there is not how you usually are in the game. And like I said, I'm towards the end of the game. I think I have these 2 levels left. Maybe another one appears after that. But I'm just about, I think, done this game. But fun overall. And then, of course, you have challenges. So you go back through. You do have to save your progress manually. There's no autosave. So if you're playing, make sure you're saving a lot.
Yeah.
Because it's not a game you want to really either turn it off. I guess you could leave it in sleep mode. But so in that case, I would go to synth and sell. And you would kind of synth and create different things. Like there's a sight for the Naga, which is a gun I don't use. I'm not using that right now. But this increases the effect of recovery pickups, for example. So I would go through, and that's really the one I have right now. So yeah, we'll synth that gear. It'll create it with the elements that I have. And there we go. I have a little osmotic eye. And then you get the plus version. You need to actually craft 2 of those to get it. And that just makes it so if I pick up any recovery items, I get an extra little benefit there. So if we go to gear, and I'll just put that on my left eye.
All right.
And there you go. That's kind of how it works. You get stuff, you build up your guy, and then you run back through everything and try to speed run him for better gear. And then eventually, I assume you take on the final boss. But that's the Striker Pack. There is 1 and 2, so both games are on here. It's out today, the 31st, so you can pick it up. I believe it's in the eShop download only. They did have a physical copy that they were talking about putting out. I don't know if it's in stores now or if that's later on down the road, though. But this is from Inti Creates. I like what they're doing. They're bringing a lot of stuff to the Switch, and that's a good thing. We just got the announcement actually of the 2D side-scrolling game that they're bringing out as well. I should check the name of it before. We literally just got done watching the indies, so it's on there. But thanks guys for watching. We'll see you in the next gameplay video.